Here's the river, or the stream. It's Parisma Creek. We're on a bridge. There's my friend Doug over there. His name's Doug too. Say hi, Doug. Forget it, Doug. There's some redwood trees. There's some that have fallen down naturally. And there's the river. And it's a beautiful hike. Look down there, you can see the rocks and the water going by. There's a fern. Okay, that's it for now. Show them how each one makes a year.
Each ring is 1 year. If you count down the rings, you'll know how old this tree was before they cut it down.
Well, I think it fell, and there's the very center of the tree.
You had to contradict me on film, didn't you?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Look here. And then that's the other part of it. So they might have cut it down. They definitely cut it in half. Huh? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Doug. By the forest of the giant ferns here, and we keep walking up the road. It's a good little hike. Oh, up here we're gonna see a tree that's been cut down, it looks like. We'll take another video of that. There was a fire here long ago, and some of the old trees are burnt. Like these broad ferns like that. Those are my favorite. They're really wide. I like them. And there's a bunch of them. There's the different kind over there that are long and skinny. Yep, and up we go.
Maybe we can go walk to the Craig Britton ditch and turn around.
The ditch, okay, yeah. Oh, the bench, yes, that's a good idea. All right, here we go.
Nothing's too far, but I don't care.
We'll figure it out. So this is the start or end of the Craig Britton Trail, whichever we're starting on this end, the lower end. And we like it because it's a single track and a beautiful narrow trail. We call it a hobbit trail, just what we say because it's kind of cool, got that feeling. Anyway, Craig Britton Trail. And it's a real good one. It's kind of level here for a ways, but of course, to get here, you either got to come up or go down. But the Craig Britton Trail is a nice trail. Just a ways up, or a far way down the Craig Britton Trail, is this bench here. Let's see what it says. We can do it. recognition of L. Craig Britton for 30 years of visionary leadership in open space preservation, dedicated September, I can't read that, 15, 2009. They aren't making any more land, so preserve it while you can. And this is the bench. We're going to have a little drink of water here. Oh. Okay. And there's my friend Doug sitting on the bench looking at his pictures. So this tree has really crunchy bark. It's not hairy bark. So this tree is a Doug fir. And look how tall it is. It looks very much like a redwood, but it has different bark and different qualities. That's it. Doug fir. Look at the bark's different. It's not hairy. Now we keep walking down the little hobbit trail here. Oh, my friend has left me behind, but I'll catch up to him. Hopefully, maybe he got kidnapped by the orcs. There he is. Okay, he's safe. Oh, beautiful trail here. Craig Britton Trail is really awesome, and there is a awesome little bridge down there too. Look at that. What a beautiful spot. Man, this is great, huh, Doug?
Beautiful.
Yep. And pretty easy for old people to walk. Not the most difficult. See how this tree is burnt out? So it looks like it was cut down first, and then there was a fire. Maybe they set fire to the trunk, but that's a very old redwood, and all around it are baby redwoods that grew up from the roots of that dead redwood. Here, let me zoom out a little bit. I'll be able to show you. There's like a ring of redwoods here. Oh, that's all I can do. But there it is. And there's the other redwoods. And there's the trail, and I'm gonna go.
So
look at this. This is what Ranger Doug here with, yeah, go ahead. This is Mr. Doug, patient, is going to pass me.
You owe me a
Watch him, yeah, he has to be in front. That's okay. That's okay, some people want to go faster. And I prefer to go slower, so.
Are you justifying
No, we're going up the hill here, and look at how beautiful it is. We made a decision, we're going to try and do the whole loop, but if it gets a little bit too steep, we know we can turn around. You want to make that decision halfway before you go too far in the woods. So, all right. That's all right. We're going to go keep walking here. So, for me, this is the kind of trail I love because it's just quiet and flat and one lane. Just a beautiful trail here. And it's probably been used for hundreds of years. I don't know. Can't say that for first, but yeah. All right, bye. No service, Doug. It's okay. Yeah, this is hairy bark here. There's a spider web, and that's hairy bark like it's a redwood tree. Oh, it's a big redwood, beautiful tree, but not a Douglas fir, a redwood, because you can tell by the bark. Okay. Beautiful trail, it's nice and flat. Little ups and downs, but it's a beautiful trail. This is a really good hike and not that difficult so far. And the plan is try and do a loop. Here's a big tree over here. Let's see. Looks like it's dead, but it's just a giant tree. I don't know what kind of tree that is. Maybe it's an oak tree, actually. It's got some leaves up there. But it's mainly dead. Got a lot of moss on it. Okay. So the neat thing is, we just came through this curve here on the trail, and I can smell the sweet smell of the laurel. And so I know that this tree right here is the bay laurel. And those are the bay laurel leaves. They're long, narrow leaves. And you always want to be careful, but I know if I pick that, I'll get one. If I get one like this and I crush it up, let me try and smell it then. And it smells, yeah, just like beef. And I use that in my spaghetti sauce, so it's kind of cool. Right there. Wow. Look at that view there. Absolutely beautiful.
Right up on top of that mountain.
Oh, okay. And so we can hike down there from Tanitas Creek Road. That's right. And so this is a beautiful valley here. And we're, of course, Kings Mountain's right up there. What a hike. This is a good one. Craig Britton Trail. It's pretty flat. Nice. Getting here is not flat, but right here is flat. Okay, so look at this. We're going to walk right through. The trail goes right through a grove of redwoods here. Right on the cliff. And another grove of redwoods. There's a beautiful fern and some clover. Redwood tree right next to the trail, but that was burnt a long time ago. Redwoods have natural fire-resistant bark, but of course they can still burn, and they do. Hope that never happens. The trail, but it is very far down there to the bottom of the trail. So you don't want to fall off here. Yeah, it's a nice trail. It's beautiful. It's really flat. So far, so good. If we need to turn around, it's only going to be about 6.5 miles. So, all right. Right along the redwoods. I love these traversing trails because you're not always going up and down. You're going flat, and I like that. Oh, this is a good one. So this one here is crunchy kind of bark, and that's hairy reddish kind of bark. That's a Doug fir, tall conifer, and that's a redwood, right next to each other. And so you can see the difference. Crunchy bark versus hairy bark. So a lot of this is old logging area, and you can imagine going up there, somebody would be logging down that hill with all the trees that they cut down. It's growing back. Here's the bridge. Just a beautiful trail. Okay, well there's the trail over there. I'm going to go down here to the bridge. And then there's the Douglas fir tree. That's a redwood tree. Here's the bridge.
halfway.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Lewis and Clark here, leading us across. We've got to do a loop or it's not a success. So, but I'm down. I think we can do it. So here we go.
Take it easy, one step at a time.
There you go. Even if they have to send down search and rescue, we're going to make it. We have a map, of course, so we're not sure exactly how far it is. But bye. This trail has been here a really long time, you can tell. I don't know if there was some kind of trail when the Native Americans were here. Certainly could be. They were smart enough to know and wise enough to know to not go up and down the hills all the time, but go along the traverse. So it's a beautiful trail. What a beautiful view across the canyon. We're gonna try and go down over there. Hope it's not too far. Here we go. It's a nice little trail though still. This is a really big redwood tree, but you see it's been on fire before. So you can tell it's an old one, and it survived the fire. And it didn't get cut down by the loggers either. It's an old tree. Been around a long time. I don't know, maybe 500, 600, 700 years. And there's my friend making noises on the bench. So we'll go over here. Beautiful spot still. Getting a little tired. But there's a bench here, so that's perfect. Look at this. That's Kings Mountain over there, I'm pretty sure. Then we go down here, and that's towards San Gregorio, south of Half Moon Bay. And we're going up that trail still. A beautiful view. Whew. So we can see the trail. I dropped my poles there. See the trail right down there. Where is it? Anyway, down on that hill. The trail will be on. We're on our way there. That's an oak tree. Look at this tree here. I can imagine that being scary. Scary tree, kinda. Here we go. I'm falling behind my friend. Time to go. This is the end of the Craig Britton Trail. So we're going to go down this way since we parked in Half Moon Bay. And it says to the Higgins Prisma parking is 2.1 miles. So that's the way we're going, back down the hill. If we wanted to go up the hill, that's towards Skyline. And that is 1.2 miles. And we've already gone from Christmas Creek Trail 2.6. So anyway, The Harkenridge Trail, that's pretty steep, so be careful on that one. Bye. Here we go. Oh, okay, good. Let's keep walking then. We're going down Harkenridge Trail now. We've never been down this, have we, Doug?
I've never been on.
Maybe I've come up, but I don't remember. Okay, here we go. So, if you've done the lesson, paid attention, you would be able to tell your elbow partner right now what this kind of hard and not stringy bark, what kind of a tree is that? Is it a redwood or is it a Douglas fir? Okay, tell your elbow partner, redwood or Douglas fir? Okay, so we're on our way down, but we haven't seen one of these trees yet. And if you see, it's got this peely sunburnt skin. That's a madrone. And this one's interesting. It has a lot of lichen hanging from it. That's really old. Anyway, that's a madrone tree. Sometimes there's more of them, but you can see they're kind of a red bark. And they peel like sunburn. They've got the rounded leaves. All right, closer to an oak tree. Oh, well that is a pretty characteristic shape for an oak tree. Big and circly, remember we talked about that, big and circly, and that's a good one right there, oak tree. So it's not a madrone, and so the other circly one's a oak tree. Down I go, down to the car. That's a beautiful old oak tree here on the side of the road. Really big one, an older one. Oak is a hardwood, kind of the roundy ones. And a lot of times people would use their wood for furniture or firewood. It's very good firewood. And I just think they're a beautiful tree. That's an old one, yeah. Okay. Hey, Mr. Oak, look how big it is, yeah. And so we're walking down the trail. And so what kind of a tree is this? Can you tell your partner? It's got hairy looking bark. And it's very, very tall. And it's cooler down here. It's in a circle of trees. And it's hairy bark. What kind of tree is it? Tell your elbow partner. So as we go down in the forest, it's getting cooler and shadier. And most of the trees are these hairy ones with the red bark. I wonder what kind of trees they are. What kind of a tree do you think they are? Here going down where it gets cool and shady with the ferns. And what kind of forest is this? Okay, that's it. That's the question. What kind of forest is this? What kind of trees are they? Okay, bye. Pop quiz. Tell your elbow partner what that saw-shaped plant is. At least tell him what it does. Thanks. Bye. This sign says
3.3
miles.
Only 1/10 of a mile to get to Higgins Canyon. Parking where we parked at the bottom.
So we just walked 2.10 miles down.
2.1. Thank you. Okay. Just a minute or a couple minutes to go. 1/10 of a mile. No problem. Somebody's cranky.